In today's video, I'm sharing my ultimate routine for achieving a flawless base for acne-scarred skin. If you struggled with texture, uneven tone, or redness, this is the tutorial for you. This step-by-step guide will show you how to create a smooth, natural-looking base that lasts all day without feeling heavy or cakey. And of course, everything I'm using is acne-friendly because we're not about to sacrifice our skin health for coverage. First things first is color corrector. I love the Natasha Denona color corrector. I usually use the shade C1 for my eyes. And then since we are talking about how to cover acne and scarring, I do like to take a little bit of the shade darker in C2. This matches my skin a little bit more, and I'm going to go over the dark spots on my face. This is going to help prevent shadowing. So I have like hyperpigmentation, I have scarring here, and I'm just placing the color corrector in all of those areas that are discolored or scarred, and this should help reduce the shadows. So we'll do this before foundation and concealer. So I'm just going to pat that in with a dense brush, and I'm tapping that in, I'm not sliding it around. It's going to neutralize those dark areas, make them less obvious. Because after you have a blemish, it can turn into a dark spot and stay for a while. I also have some melasma that I like to cover sometimes. I don't do this every time, but if I'm really wanting to get a flawless base, then I will do this step. And I really do enjoy the Natasha Denona color corrector. It's nice and creamy, and it's pretty full coverage without looking super obvious, like your skin will still look like skin. And it does a really nice job of neutralizing darkness and covering those spots up. I'm just gonna go over this with my beauty blender and make sure that's all blended in. Okay. My foundation of choice is the Sisley Phytoton Perfection. This is in the shade 2 and 1 Sand. And the reason I like this for acne scarring or dark spots is it's medium to full coverage. It's also on the matte side. It's not 100% matte, but it does not accentuate scarring or anything because it doesn't have any glowy characteristics to it. It's just going to do what it needs to do by covering. So I'm just lightly placing this on my face because I don't want to disrupt that color corrector underneath. And I'm then going to take the same brush and I'm patting it in. I'm not sliding it around. I'm just patting it in gently. So this method does take a little bit more time, but it's worth it because you'll get more of an impact and more coverage this way. So just take your time. A lot of my scarring is around here, and also around my chin and my mouth. And then my cheeks have a lot of discoloration as well. So wherever you have that discoloration, place the color corrector there first, and then go in with your foundation. I'm going to use a Natasha Denona concealer in the shade N5 under my eyes. I'm going to use my Laura Mercier setting powder. This is the talc-free version, and I'm just going to use this very lightly. Down here, this is where the scarring is, so I'm going to lightly press that in. I'm also going to use a little bit under my eyes to set. And a little bit on my nose. Any places that you need to set for your particular face. And then I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury finishing powder. Because I'm going to apply powder products over my foundation, I need to set it with a powder first. So I'm going to be using this in One Fair. This is going to ensure that my bronzer and blush will not get patchy, because I'm not using cream today. My bronzer of choice today is the Lancome Star Bronzer Natural Matte in 02 Sunkissed. The same brush that I used for the powder. Just dip it in there and just lightly bronze up my face. My blush of choice today is the Valentino Eye to Cheek in shade 9. This is like a warm pink shade. Very beautiful. And I'm just going to use this rougher brush that I used for my powder. Then I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. For lips, I'm just going to use the MAC lip liner in Oak. And I'm going to use the Prada lipstick. This is the Soft Matte Lipstick in P159. It's just a soft nude, very beautiful. And that, my friends, is a flawless makeup application for acne scarring or dark spots. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and thank you for being here, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.